How are my levels? How am
I? Superb.
How are my levels? How are my levels?
Years ago, our three hosts began a journey together as they watched all the Ernest films and TV shows. I need to hit record. All right, there we go. Take two. Years ago, our three hosts began a journey together as they watched all the Ernest films and TV shows in chronological order for a podcast. As that quest neared its end, our heroes were entrusted with the holy grail of all things Ernest, the binders of unmade Ernest movie ideas.
Feliz Navidad.
Having been blessed with this sacred text from the creators and writers of the Ernest franchise, they decided to share the treasures within with the world. They formed the Ernest P. Worrell Preservation Society and will gather regularly to discuss these films that never were. They are the deans of Know What I Means, the helper elms of Ernest. They are the Ernest P. Worrell Preservation Society. Thank you very much for joining us. It is episode 13. We are here. We're a little tardy. I could say
to the party.
Oh, yeah.
That's...
Enough of that word.
You're towing a line. You're towing a line there.
That's a callback.
You have a disease.
I have...
You are...
alcoholism?
Yeah. The only disease...
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
You could yell that for. Yeah, you're rotting from the inside, right?
No, I rededicated myself to my faith. What are you talking about?
COVID-19.
Oh, the Ronas.
You have it?
No,
and now you're giving it to me?
Yep.
We had a COVID
It
break.
is Christmas. It is Christmas. So
Tis the season.
I guess it is the season.
I want to get you guys something unique.
I accept your present.
And you're going to feel like crap.
You didn't have it.
I didn't have it. I'm bulletproof.
You wouldn't be here if you did.
How long was our gap? Because it was every other Monday we would release a program.
Right. Gap bigger than Leon Ram's teeth.
It depends on how crazy I get with the editing.
We'll say it's a year.
The patrons are going to get the raw audio.
Raw.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
But the edited episode, if I can get it out by Monday, we would only be behind a week. Okay. However, I think that may be pushing it, and it may be closer to next Monday. We'll see how the weekend goes. But the preview will go up on YouTube. We'll have the patrons getting the unedited audio, and we hope that we're only a week, 2 weeks behind it.
So the answer is an amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's because your betrothed.
Yes.
Got COVID-19.
She did.
The coronavirus.
She did get novel coronavirus.
Every time someone says novel, I always wish I had glasses to take off, and then I'd fold it and put one of the arms in my mouth.
Yes.
That's how you
like
get it.
So much Gore Vidal. Yes. Like
putting. Yeah.
So she got it. How did she get it? Did she figure out?
She either got it at the park district or randomly getting
dumb
gas.
Baby.
My dumb baby had it.
Yeah, and babies are like they deflect it, right?
They do.
They don't even really. It's not even really bother them.
They're like Captain America's shield.
Yeah, vibranium.
Yep,
baby vibranium.
Baby vibranium.
I'm gonna write that down for my next child's name.
There you go.
Vibranium.
Well.
But she's fine now.
Yeah,
right?
we're all.
She's starting to get her taste back. Mm-hmm. She can taste vinegar.
Well, she's
salt.
with you. She's got bad taste. So high five.
You got me, friend. You got me. You got me. He got me, gang. He got me good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's 2020 without a medically induced COVID break in a podcast series?
I think that's very fair to say.
Yeah.
We've stayed on course. We launched the show as we planned on for the most part through all of this. But it's every other week, but now it's every other week. But we'll be back on track now.
We'll right the ship.
And also,
correct.
It gave me a little more time to work on the patron exclusive episode, which will also be dropping this month in December. So anybody that has supported the show on any level of patronage will get a link to the episode and hear all about those 20 story fragment
God.
ideas that we
That was
went
a lot.
through. It's like a two-hour show.
Rapid
like
fire.
It's a lot of fun, but that will be getting released probably just in time for Christmas for everybody.
Merry
so.
Christmas, all you Patreons.
But this is, it's
God bless us.
it's not
Everyone.
a
Everyone.
Christmas themed episode, but it's December, and this one was chosen by one of our patrons.
Yeah, and what do you have to do? What level of patron do you have to be in order to pick?
You have to be a Dr. Otto.
Top of the heap, right?
Top of the heap. And Jen picked this one from the list. It is Ernest and the Ring, originally titled Ernest Gets Lost, but was crossed out. And then it has a little parenthetical sentence here that says, an escalating comedy based on the famous play by Chekhov. The guy on Star Trek, not the Russian.
See, I did not know that Chekhov from Star Trek was a playwright.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Oh.
He is Jimmy
Oh.
Pardo's father-in-law, though.
Is that
What?
true?
That is true.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, he married Walter Koenig's daughter.
Does he ever try to get him to say the word Wessels?
I don't know about that.
And Walter Koenig, is he related to the Vampire Weekend guy?
I don't know about that.
I think that guy's name is Koenig.
Did he invent the
K-O-E-N-I-G.
coffee
Oh,
thing?
maybe.
Caning cups, right?
Yeah,
What they're called?
that's it.
Yeah. I stay up on these things.
What do you guys like? Should we address it now or at the end? Because we have two titles to work from. Knowing what we know, having already read it, do you guys have a preference between these two titles, or would you throw them out? Or do you want to discuss it at the end?
Well, I don't like Ernest Gets Lost because here's a little peek behind the denim curtain of the show. There's another script called Ernest Gets Lost that we may cover down the road. It is a very lengthy one.
Ugh.
Lengthy.
But I mean, Ernest in the Ring, we kind of talked about it at the end of last episode. You know, what do you picture? I think we
Right.
discussed Lord of the Rings. We
Sure,
discussed the Korean horror films.
Yes.
We also discussed
The Grudge.
yeah, that's it.
Ooh.
Hands coming out of heads.
Oh, I don't like it.
Oh,
But yeah,
I'm so startled.
is he boxing?
Right, yeah.
You know what?
Is it the original Safdie Brothers film Uncut Gems starring Ernest? You know?
Is he a telephone operator a la Lily Tomlin? Back in the day. But no,
Okay, I would love to see Jim Varney as Ernest in Uncut Gems.
that would be something.
You guys seen it?
Oh, I saw it twice.
I have not. It's in my queue.
It
I
is
won't spoil it for you.
so good.
But
I enjoyed
is,
it.
It's like it's tense the whole time.
Yeah, it's a white knuckle.
No, it
ride.
looks like a movie that is tense.
It's
start to finish.
It's what I imagine being on cocaine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I know what that's like.
See, Derek knows.
So,
It's
yeah.
funny.
I know what that's like. It's nothing worth writing.
feel
home
like it's,
about.
Like I was grinding my teeth a lot
Mhm.
and just like clenching.
See, I must be
and-
that like 1 in 9 person when it comes to coke. Nothing,
Yeah.
just nothing.
Yeah.
It was like I was slightly more alert and like, okay,
It's one of those
I'm
movies
gonna go
where
get a sandwich.
someone's constantly like doing that long on the violin to make
Oh,
it tense.
okay.
It's like that for 105 minutes.
Almost like
Yeah.
the
Adam
Dark Knight
Sandler
music
playing
and
the
such.
violin
Yeah.
Excellent.
with a overbite. So this
Overbite.
one, it's broke down
so much overbite.
into, let's see, how many beats are there in this thing? Like 60? It looks like they stopped numbering it after 60.
Well, okay, yeah, it's funny you say that because every individual paragraph, except for like one or two, which I think are accidents, are labeled with a number at the
Yeah.
beginning of the paragraph. And I'm thinking, is this some kind of old word processor that they used that maybe that was a feature that was turned on by accident or just never?
I
like,
think
why
it's
would they do that?
deliberate.
You think it's why though? You think they're just different beats, different
Maybe just for
scenes?
beats, scenes, being able to reference
Okay.
something.
This is only 6 pages, but then, I don't know if you guys read these or not. I mentioned it. There is a 2.5 page addendum that goes with this, that it says file with Ernest in the Ring, and there are an additional 9 scenes that are added in as almost
the lost scenes of the lost script.
Yeah, it's like a punch up without rewriting the entire thing.
Let
They're
me
like,
see. What do you got there?
They're
It's past page 6.
yes.
I didn't read these.
Okay, so those will be fresh for both of you.
Did you read this, Derek?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I was given so much content
I don't know
that
that
I
grabbed
really like alphabetize them and organize them. So those must have gotten shuffled somewhere else in the mix. So I've not read.
You know,
those
I think
at all.
I did the same thing. I think I might have shuffled them with
Okay.
short movie ideas, kind of like what we did last time. So
Cool.
Interesting.
Be new to me.
Well, we're going to start this off. We're going to pretty much read the whole thing and just kind of discuss it as we go. One, I'm not going to do all the numbers, but it starts with one.
Uno.
We open in Vern's home with a continuous POV shot. From here on out, called Vernovision.
Which I don't think it's ever referred to again.
One more time.
One more time? Okay.
From here on out, the one time,
Yeah.
it will be Vernovision. But it's nice to know right off the bat, again, we've got Vern involved.
Vernon.
And I was just at a garage sale this morning, and I picked up a copy of Ernest Saves Christmas, which I believe is the only film in the Ernest series that has POV from Vern.
Correct.
Okay.
P.O. Vern.
Yeah.
Vernovision.
Vernovision. Vern is busily getting ready to leave the house. He adjusts a picture of a lovely woman before he hears a horn blast. He rushes to the front door, taking the photo of the woman with him. Outside, Ernest is waiting to take Vern to Vern's wedding rehearsal 2 days before the real ceremony.
Did you got married recently? Did you?
I did
Did
get
you
married.
have
Vernovision?
Did you get? Did you have Vernovision?
Yeah, on my bachelor party, I had Vernovision.
I remember that. Did you?
I was drunk and high, folks.
He
It
definitely
was a party.
I wound up in a bathtub.
You did.
completely nude.
Naked.
Yeah.
Dry as a bone.
Did you guys do a rehearsal?
Alone
Alone.
alone.
Did you guys do a rehearsal?
No.
For
No?
being drunk and naked in the bathtub?
No, our friend Kevin married us. He came over and just kind of went through things, and
Sure.
we are like, all right, we trust you.
Seems simple.
Yeah.
right?
Keep it simple,
Easy
stupid.
peasy.
Kiss.
Yes.
In the car, Ernest checks out the picture of Vern's bride-to-be and compliments Vern on his choice to the point of justifiable homicide. I mean, Vern, she's much better looking than your last wife. She was a real bow wow, a milk bone mama. Not sure what I think about that line.
Yeah.
When Vern reacts, Ernest gracefully slides out of a bad situation. Then again, I've always loved pets. Remember Lassie? I miss that dog on the TV. Ernest takes Vern to church, and we establish several points. A. The wedding is in 2 days. B. Ernest is the best man. 3. Ernest will take care of Vern's ring. Another thing, he's carrying it with him in the ring's box. E. Ernest has convinced Vern that instead of buying an ordinary run-of-the-mill new ring, Vern should present his wife with a real family heirloom. Heirloom.
Hair.
Hair is underlined in
Right.
the word.
So you really get it.
Vern's great-great-great-grandma's ring. F all of the above. I think Daniel Butler wrote this.
Seriously, it was about this point that I thought the same thing, and I will
Yep.
say there's.
I
a
thought it
few
was
things.
Daniel.
There's
with
no
the
name on it.
Star
so.
Trek line.
That
Oh, really?
As soon as I saw it,
that
I'm like-
tipped me
I was
off.
like, okay, that's Daniel.
There's a few things here that are pretty upsetting. First of all, Vern has to know nobody.
Bingo.
If you are picking Ernest, not only be your best man,
But to be
res-
responsible?
yes, you
You
know
have
nothing.
no friends.
You know nobody.
This is the only he either knows no one,
yeah.
or Vern's a terrible person, and Ernest is the only person nice enough to be friends with him.
Okay. we'll go there.
Maybe all of Vern's friends he met through his milk bone mama of an ex-wife, and then after
See,
they
now I
got
feel like that's
divorced,
a hot descriptor. Like,
Milk,
oh,
milk
man.
bone mama. I'm
Like you're looking at her like so much Patrick Bateman.
well,
Ooh,
your
yeah,
other
milk
show,
bone
Couch
mama.
Pilots, you
Meta
always
milk
talk about
Bonnier.
yeah,
Meta milk boners, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, milk bone mama. I think I might name my next child that milk.
milk bone.
You should have
Bone
twins.
mama.
And
The
have
other part,
vibranium and
Vibranium?
milk bone mama.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Fraternal boy girl.
I don't care
twins.
what gender they are; they're getting those names.
Fantastic.
The other part of this paragraph that's very sad is that Ernest, presumably unmarried and alone,
Mhm.
is going to take what is a family heirloom for
Right.
him and just give it to his friend.
I'm never getting married,
Yeah.
Vern.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a swinging bachelor, probably not the case, or just so Just so alone.
He just wants to be unfettered.
It won't fit on rim shot.
Yeah.
So,
What next,
yeah.
Merry Animals?
After leaving Vern, Ernest has to drive out of town to run one itty-bitty errand. Of course, he screws up the errand and winds up leaving the ring in the car.
Oh, no.
Remembering the ring, he retrieves it, but accidentally totals his car.
Ugh.
Jason, would you like to take over
I would
at
love
6
to.
and read to 12?
6 to 12. He decides to hitch back to town. He's picked up by a trucker who, for all practical purposes, could be Mr. Magoo.
Leslie Nielsen?
It could be Leslie Nielsen, yes. But did
We-
you guys
we
see
gonna
that
slide in
movie?
some? No.
You own it on VHS and DVD?
Surprisingly, I've never seen it. Don't
What?
own it.
I
Yeah.
just remember the character.
Jim Backus, right?
Oh, that's who was
Thurston
the,
Howell III did the voice of
Oh, the
Mr.
voice for it?
Magoo.
I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the live action. I'm like, no, we just
Oh,
established.
yeah, no, it's
Leslie
Leslie
Nielsen,
Nielsen.
the naked gunner himself.
Yep, I just watched that movie for the first time since I was a kid.
Naked Gun?
Yeah,
Does it hold up?
parts of it.
Priscilla Presley? What a babe back then, right?
Yeah,
She was a milk-bone mama. Meow.
Well done.
she was Jason's future daughter.
Oh, yeah.
The guy wears dark glasses, has only a vague concept of where the road should be, and takes Ernest further away from the town to a truck stop.
Oh, jeez.
At the truck stop, a real rough and tumble place, Ernest puts the ring on for safekeeping while he mangles with the crowd. He gets the ring stuck. A bunch of helpful truckers try to remove it through tried and true methods before resorting to strapping Ernest's finger on a Lincoln log, which I assume is log.
Right.
But even then, I don't know if it makes sense, on
No.
a Lincoln log and sending it hurtling towards a mini buzzsaw.
All right, so this part made no sense to me.
Yeah.
It also reminded me of a harebrained idea I had one day that Illinois needed a themed restaurant. We're the land of Lincoln. And you know how there's Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
And in Missouri, there's Show Me's, which is like a female Hooters. I thought if I had
Here we go.
a huge surplus of money that I didn't care if I lost any of it,
Right.
I wanted to open a restaurant called Lincoln Logs.
Okay.
There it
And
is.
all the servers were men,
Mm-hmm.
scantily clad, with stovepipe hats and Lincoln beards that wore like Speedos.
Maybe like a sock stuck down the front
Yeah.
of the pants.
Yeah. This was something that I thought of late at night, and I'm like, that makes me laugh. That'd be funny.
Would be interesting.
When's the last time you edited out your own
Four
content?
score and 7 years ago, you got the mozzarella sticks.
That's
I
not
mean,
too, that's not too
The
dissimilar
thought,
to
the thought of a scantily clad Abraham Lincoln made me laugh.
that is-
Abraham Lincoln. am I right?
Abraham Lincoln, yeah.
Milk bone president.
Ooh.
That's not too
mama.
dissimilar to an idea for a restaurant my stepmom had.
What's that?
She called it Bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Ernest
Pretty
goes
much same
bananas.
Pretty much the same
A lot,
thing.
lot of
Just-
Abraham Lincoln
just
stuff.
no
still?
Abraham
No,
Lincoln
no,
stuff.
Oh, no Abraham.
No Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
General concept, just no fake beards and stuff top hats.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like,
Just a whole lot of
Bring it-
hanging meat and Speedos, know what I'm saying?
I'm just bringing in a
Smuggling-
historical aspect.
No, I-
Smuggling plums.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
No, I
this
don't.
pair-
It doesn't make sense. Why is
Okay.
there a mini buzzsaw? What trucker carries around a set of Lincoln logs with them?
Or Lincoln Longs.
It's
Yeah.
just supposed to be like a side gig.
Yeah,
Ernest,
this would get cut.
Oh, absolutely. Ernest panics, winds up getting the ring off. It goes sailing through space and lands on the studded outfit of a biker who is leaving the diner. Trying to catch a ride, but finding none, Ernest steals a kid's three-wheeler and sets off in
So
pursuit.
like a big wheel or a
Yeah.
green machine.
I'm
A
picturing
tricycle.
I'm
Or a
picturing,
trikey?
Illinois interstates. Just right off the interstate, there's a truck stop. And for
Yeah.
some reason, a
Like-
kid with a three-wheeler.
Like Diesel
Sure.
Dicks in Tremont,
Like
right
Diesel
off
Dicks.
of 155.
Yeah.
Route 9.
Route 9.
Come to Diesel Dicks,
He's a
won't you?
poorly supervised child.
Arriving at the biker hangout, Ernest becomes a motorcycle expert, a real man of the road.
That checks out.
I think so.
You know, he would fake like he knows all the lingo and
Strutting
try to-
around, smirking.
Yeah,
Totally.
might get a little bit rowdy.
Meanwhile, he has to go from biker to biker and search for the ring on their studded outfits, a real way to break the ice. also a real way to get into trouble. When he retrieves the ring and the bikers see same, which is that a term that is just gone by the wayside? Is that an error?
I don't know.
Anyway, they figure it's valuable and try to get their hands, or their mitts rather, right on it. Ernest tries putting it on his finger. Every biker in the place produces either a knife or an axe, which I loved. I was thinking, like...
Not enough axes in Ernest movies.
There'd be a line of bikers, and each one would pull out, like, someone would pull out, like, a pocket knife, and the knives would get bigger, and then the axes would get bigger.
Yeah, he's, like, got the guy at the end of the line is, like, holding his hands behind his back, and he, like, pulls it out, and he's all like, I finally get to use my battle axe.
40 whacks with a wet noodle! You remember that, right? I was hoping to get it with that one. Ernest decides that he has to swallow the ring to protect
He made a hell of a Lizzie Borden. I'm just saying.
It's a Martin, not
Martin.
Ralph.
Yeah, Martin.
I guess
As Lizzie Borden.
Yeah.
40 whacks with a wet noodle, Bart!
So he has to swallow the ring to protect it. That doesn't faze the bikers. They get Ernest on his back and reach into his mouth. This is
graphic.
This goes into the too much category.
Merry Fistmas indeed.
Yeah.
Merry Fistness, everyone. That's right. They pull out everything.
The
from his
biggest
mouth.
fist you've ever seen. Bigger than me.
They pull out old
Merry
tires,
Christmas.
skate keys, etc. But everything basically but the ring.
Yeah.
Wait, so they're reaching in them? They're pulling all this stuff out?
Mhm.
I'm more caught up at skate keys.
Yeah.
Like old tire. Okay.
I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
Great scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
All I think about here is like, how did those get in him? And is Ernest Jaws? Remember that scene in Jaws
Yes.
where they got the fake shark?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the tiger shark.
Yeah.
License plate.
What? Remember that part? That guy stole the scene for me. Do you remember that part?
I rewatched Jaws recently, but
Oh, what?
I don't know if I remember that.
No, I think Richard Dreyfuss is out there like, there's barracudas and tiger sharks out there. And
That's a pretty good Dreyfuss.
And the guy was like,
a decent Dreyfus.
and the guy was like, a what? Like, yeah, go back and watch Jaws, won't you please?
Won't you please?
Ernest manages to escape accidentally magnetizing the biker leader.
Again with the magnetizing.
Well, it's between magnetizing and like electricity,
Electricity,
right?
yeah.
Ernest always has these bizarre powers.
Yes, power.
So how does he accidentally magnetize him? Is this just a power that
This
he's been
takes
keeping
place
all the time?
after
What kind of-
jail.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Duh.
Duh.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, everyone.
Idiot.
Bloodhead. He runs from the place into the suburbs with several bikers pursuing him.
He comes to a rotating clothesline. God, those are classic, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Gets stuck, winds up knocking out half the bikers before getting the other bikers stuck on the spinning clothesline.
When you run into a clothesline, don't you want to see like some Tasmanian devil kind of spinning, and then when
Yes.
you're done, you're wearing all the clothes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanna make
Sundress, fancy hat,
sure. Big floppy hat.
big
Also-
floppy hat.
This whole biker scene, I just keep getting Pee-wee's Big Adventure
Oh, totally.
vibes.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking that.
Yeah.
I say you let me.
Yeah.
Raging Mr. Herman. I know it's not that scene. I just love it.
It's still great though, Mr. Herman. Ernest then falls. The ring goes tumbling from his mouth and lands in a Whittle Kids cracker.
Little.
Whittle Kid
Whittle
Quacker
Kid
Jack box.
Hey, what are you doing? Having Quacker Jacks? Why? Who do you think you are?
I'm a Whittle Kid.
This is my Whittle Kid Quacker Jack box.
What is that?
That's just riffing.
Oh, it's just ripping. You guys have so much like shared knowledge of bizarre things. I thought for sure it was something, but it's not.
When
When
you-
you going for it?
When
Exactly.
you live
Stripping and
together
ripping.
and you're drunk at home on a Saturday night, this is the kind of crap you do.
Yeah,
I
Between
guess.
that and Abraham Lincoln themed restaurants.
Right.
What you doing, buddy? Having a Whittle Quacker Jacks? Why? 'Cause I'm a little Quacker Jack kid. Who are you to deny me, my
These are
Quacker
my
Jack?
flies.
These are my flies. Ernest tries. God bless it. Ernest tries to wheedle.
Wheedle the
Wheedle?
box from the boy.
Wheedle.
Wheedle the Whittle Kid box.
Wheedle. What is wheedle?
Weedles wobble, but they don't fall down.
I thought it was a cousin to Whittling. Whitten? Ah.
Whitman, Weedle,
You do some-
Weedle, Whitman.
You do some Whittling?
Uma, Oprah. Oprah, Uma.
Don't know what Weedle is? That's battling.
That's a bad one. So Ernest tries to wheedle, whatever that means, the box from the boy. The kid is a real brat.
Is he the baby and the boy?
Remember
love
the
that.
bar?
I love that.
Let's see. Now, wouldn't you want a nickel for that box? I'd get it for $1. No! Now, wouldn't you want a great, big, shiny new quarter? No! A lot of bass in my kid voice. So.
Yeah.
No! Said the 4-year-old.
That's what a lot of Cracker Jacks will do to
That
you.
Yep.
does not sound like a widow kid.
That little kid had a 4 Cracker Jack box a day. Had it. Give me my Cracker Jacks! No!
That kid was loaded up with fake tattoos.
just loaded with them. Just up and down his arm, flaming skulls, cobras with
Looking
wheels,
like that guy in
shields
Bazooka
that
Joe.
say motorcycle.
Yeah.
Got an eye patch.
Doesn't a nice green wrinkly dollar bill sound nice? No! Give me that! Ernest takes the box, retrieves the ring. The kid starts crying. An innocent young mother appears, and Ernest, embarrassed, tries to talk his way out of the petty theft. The woman stares him down, pulls out a .357 Magnum, and starts blasting.
Yay, more gun violence in an
Yeah.
Ernest
I
movie.
don't like that.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
And then Bobby shows up and
No.
starts shooting back. Plus tax.
He's shining his massive gun that's bigger than he is.
Ernest runs off and skids to a stop in front of a department store in the city. He dashes inside and drops the ring. The ring is kicked halfway around the store, Ernest crawling on his hands and knees after it. At one point, he could lead a procession of crawling babies on an accidental breakout from the child sitting section of the store. The ring gets caught on every appliance imaginable in the store. Say store one more time. Sending an escalator grinding to a halt and people flying, with Ernest a beat behind it. Finally, the ring lands next to the jewelry counter. Just as Ernest is about to grab it, the salesperson notices it, thinks it's hers, and places it in the glass counter where it's locked.
There is so much that happens to this ring that would destroy it.
Yeah.
I like to think at the end of the day when the movie's done and the credits are rolling, it's still in pristine condition.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
Getting stuck in an
If
escalator.
it survived.
it
If
should have
it
been
survives.
so... I busted one of my first wedding rings, like, on a counter. I just popped my hand down and it split in two.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
This is tungsten.
Tungsten.
That's a fine metal.
Tungsten for
Well, I'm gonna
Dustin.
name my child. Hold on, I'm gonna name my firstborn.
Tungsten ring.
What if
will they
you
be
went-
able to check
Tungsten
in?
ring tosher. Yeah, it sounds good.
What if you went with
Tungsten checks in?
tungsten?
With a
You're
an
really happy
orangutan.
with what you did. I can see it on your
I'm
face.
very happy with myself.
I'm
in
very
general.
happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. I'm honored to know you.
Starring the little kid from Santa Claus.
The
widow kid from Santa Claus. My daddy's Santa, and I have an orangutan and a hotel.
Here's what I want. I want my hotel. I want my hotel. I want my orangutan. I want my Cracker Jacks and a big bowl of chiwi. Chiwi. I want my chiwi. This is ridiculous.
All right, you got one more. 18.
Okay. 18. Ernest tries various places to hide before coming up with the perfect spot. No, why is he hiding? Oh, it's, yeah, the Jack the Ring. I was like, why is he hiding? He's going to stay in the store after hours and steal the ring back. A la the Pink Panther.
Okay, so I've never seen the Pink Panther, Steve Martin, or
What?
Peter Sellers.
You shit me?
Never
I'm in
seen
the
it.
same boat.
Really?
I can barely see
I'm
the
aware
cartoon
of it.
or
I've
the
seen
insulation
some
commercials.
of the cartoons.
You didn't care for the
Didn't care.
cornies?
I don't like insulation. I've never been an
You
insulation
have a real
guy.
problem with it?
What this scenario reminds me of, though.
He's grabbing it.
He's grabbing a film to cinema from his
Oh
shelf.
shit!
Don't forget I need to borrow career opportunities.
That's what I was
too.
looking for. I think I already removed it from.
Did you set it
It's
aside?
it's over there.
Okay.
What is that movie?
So
Career
it reminds
Opportunities?
me of Career Opportunities, which
Forgotten gem of the 90s, right? It was 91.
yeah, it was, it's a John Hughes movie. Frank
Yeah.
Wally,
Oh.
young Jennifer Connelly,
Best
Yeah,
damn
young
hair in the
Frank
business.
Wally, right? He
Yeah.
still works pretty regularly.
and then there's like two bumbling crooks that try to rob a department store after hours, and he's the cleaning guy.
Oh, okay.
So-
Who's the girl that you mentioned?
Jennifer
Jennifer
Connelly.
Connelly.
Oh, okay.
Was he
Mhm.
great in it?
fresh off of a Labyrinth.
Oh no,
It's
this was some years after.
a couple years
so
after Labyrinth.
she's,
She's a little more grown.
She's a ripe young woman.
Yes.
What we did.
John Candy's in it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he is.
Did you say John Candy?
Yeah, John Candy's in it.
John Candies?
John Candy's?
Is that like Billy Crystals?
Yes.
John Candies.
Hello.
I'm John Candies.
And Billy Crystals.
Is that Tim and Eric?
Yes.
You guys watch his show? You can cut this. You guys watch his podcast?
Is that what you were talking
I've
about?
heard it referenced a couple
It's
times.
pretty good.
I've heard it's pretty
fun.
good.
It's fun.
Like, I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Tons of drops throughout the whole thing. He's got
Oh,
two
yeah?
guys that just do drops. Two guys. It's pretty good. Fun.
I could dig it.
Fun show.
Ernest does his slinky moves.
Huh?
Slinky dog? Slinky moves.
Oh boy, here we
Wait
go.
a minute.
Ernest does
Dick York? Dick Sergeant?
Sergeant
Sergeant York?
He does his slinky moves, planning the mini heist, using items in the store to pull off the heist. We could parody the old cutting glass and using a suction cup routine, using a drill and a plunger while cool Pink Panther-esque music plays in the background, provided by Bruce, of course.
Yes. Yeah. These are my my heist pulling shoes.
These are my heisting shoes.
Yeah. That's a song I'll always go back
Yeah.
to in my head. He's done some good ones, but that's the one I always go back
That
to.
is it. Ernest finally does the deed without a hitch. He holds up the ring when every alarm in existence goes off. Real jewel robbers have broken into the store. They clear out the case. The police break in. There's a massive gunfight. All the robbers are killed. And then there's Ernest. He's accused of being the ringleader. Ha ha! Parenthetical ha.
Yeah.
And is tossed in jail.
Now, why?
Here we go again.
I don't want death.
You don't want murder?
I don't want to see a bunch
Murder or
of robbers.
gunplay?
Oh, I don't want to see that. It's ridiculous.
All right. Well, Ernest is in jail, and this is where we're going to end the preview video.
He's incarcerated.
Tune in once the episode releases. You can find us on all your podcast apps or on Spotify. Ernest P. Worrell Preservation Society, and this is the Ernest in the Ring episode. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for your patience while, we took our little COVID sabbatical, but we're going to be back with 2
Sorry.
episodes for you.
Sorry.
See ya soon.